The return of the King premiere in Berlin.
Ah, that was wonderful.
I know, and it was snowing, and there were like 5,000 fans outside, and people were going crazy. That was one of the first premieres that I ever was allowed to host, and it was exciting.
I just remember I had one of my greatest meals of my life. I went to a restaurant in Berlin, and I'd never eaten food like it. It was
What did you eat?
I can't remember.
It was good.
I can't even remember the name of the restaurant, but I just remember it being the greatest food I had ever tasted.
Okay. Listen, Billy, good to have you back here. And this is very exciting because you are singing the song for the end credits, The Last Goodbye. Was it your idea or was it Peter who approached you? How did it come about?
Yeah, it was Peter and the filmmakers. I wrote a song for Return of the King that I sang as Pippin, and they used it for the trailer for this movie. And then I think that must have got the ball rolling in the thought that maybe I could sing the end. So we started talking about it, and then before I knew it, I was in New Zealand watching the movie and writing the song.
It sounds amazing, but you know, actually, I mean, the song is called The Last Goodbye, but to be honest, this is the final goodbye. I mean, this is the final goodbye to say to Middle Earth. How does it feel for you being part of this amazing franchise that spans over 6 movies?
Yeah, it's crazy, you know. I mean, it was just wonderful to be part of it, and a great honour to be asked to come back and sort of finish it off. You know, to be there at the start and then be there at the end.
The final end.
It's just a wonderful honour, you know. It's so sad, excited. It's just, you know, it's lovely, but yet it's so sad that we won't see Middle Earth again on screen, you know.
Do you feel like you are a little apart or away from, you know, The Hobbit, because you are not an integral part in the Hobbit series in comparison to The Lord of the Rings? Or do you still feel very attached to the storyline?
It's strange, I just said that to Jed Brophy. I feel like I've gate crashed a party, you know, I shouldn't be here. But yet, you know, I'm here as a musician, I'm not here as an actor, so it's a different sort of vibe, you know. I'm part of it, but I'm not really part of the film. It's wonderful, I love it, it's great.
Have you seen the third one, or is this going to be the first time?
No, I have seen it. I saw it before I wrote the song. I thought it was very important to see the film and then write the song.
How would you say does the Hobbit series compare to the Lord of the Rings series then?
I feel like I don't see them as separate. I see them as 6 movies, you know. It's just an extension or a pre-telling of our story. It's lovely to be able to watch them and not be in them. You know, it's something really nice, and come here with my son and enjoy it together, you know.
Does it sometimes dawn on you that you are part of movie history? I mean, these movies are going to stay in the minds of people until, you know, for the next decades, like Ben-Hur or Star Wars. I mean, this is something so exciting and so big.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it, to think that, but yeah, it's exciting and kind of weird
Scary.
at the same time. Not really scary, but just kind of weird. You know, I remember being at the Oscars and people saying that, you know, this is part of film history, and you think, wow, we just felt like we were making an independent movie in New Zealand.
But maybe that vibe actually made these movies so big, because you were all getting so well along together, and you had such a good time.
I think you're right. I think it was just a film made by a lot of people who wanted to make a great film. There was no prima donnas. There was no one trying to be a star. We're just trying to bring Tolkien's world to screen the best way we could, you know.
Thank you so much, Billy. It's been a pleasure to see you again. Try and remember the name of the German restaurant and do come back to Berlin.
I would love to go back. I love Berlin. It's one of my favorite cities.
Thank you. All the best. Thank you, Billy. Bye. Also, weiter geht's direkt mit Lee Page, der wahrscheinlich dem Mann